By keeping my distance from the Quartermains, I know I caused my mom a lot of pain.
I think what happened in the past only made you living at that house for the past year that much sweeter for your mom. She was beyond happy to have her son back under her roof.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. Lovely episode today. They were honoring Monica at her memorial service, a funeral here. I loved it. It just, the only thing for me was I was surprised at how small the audience was, because I would have figured they would have made this a little bigger. It felt like Sam's memorial had more people in it, and they use the same church. I mean, they always use that church on the show, but it just felt like, I don't know, like, did it feel like it was more people at Sam's funeral? Yeah, man, it felt like it was more people. This was much smaller than what I thought it was going to be. The kids weren't there. I was surprised by that. I know they just started school, but I was shocked by that. You know, Rocco could have been there, you know, Danny, Scout, Wiley, Amelia. I mean, what the hell? Even some of the other Quartermains, you know, that haven't been around in a long time. Thought you would have seen one of them too. Yeah, man, it felt kind of small, but at least with it being that small though, it felt intimate too, which is what I liked. It felt intimate. I thought the pace of the show was pretty good today too. Yeah, it was some good stuff, man. I wanted to lead off with Liz and Jason's conversation at the beginning of the episode. I loved what Liz said to Jason in the beginning, man. Because it's really what I've been saying since Friday's episode, probably. That Jason returning home made Monica feel good. You know, that last year of her life, Jason moving back in made her feel good because she didn't have to keep blaming Sonny for taking Jason away from the family. And she had a boy back. She had her son back. And I'm glad Liz mentioned that because I've been mentioning that. And I have heard some people in the GH community say, oh man, you know, Jason was selfish and stuff like that. But I was like, bro, Monica's love for Jason was always there, and Jason's love for Monica was always there. You know, even when they was beefing or, you know, going against each other at the time back in the day, they understood each other. But I think for Jason, like I was saying, with him moving back, he didn't have to feel any regrets, right? He didn't have to feel any regrets because, like I said, if he never made the move or even did anything to get himself back in the family before her passing, he would have regretted it for the rest of his life. You know, because you could tell how much it was eating at him, man, when she first passed away, bro. And I think all those memories came back, and I think he was pleased to that comeback. And I was glad, like, Liz kind of reminded Jason of that, you know, just in case he needed to hear it from somebody to validate him coming back to the family, how much that meant to Monica. Because the one person that really wanted Jake, like to me, wanted Jason back in the family more than anybody else, but she never really tore Jason apart over was Lila. Lila was always the voice of reason. I felt like Emily was too. Like that's how I told you in previous videos. Like Emily was like a young version of Lila, in my opinion, because she was like the voice of reason in the family. And that the family was super hurt. Remember when she was going out? I played those clips too. If you go back to Monday's episode, I forgot where I played it at. I believe I'm only going to play some flashback clips in Jason's video today, because it takes a long time to like edit and render those videos, so I'm not going to do it here. But where when Emily started going out with Sonny and she introduced Sonny to the family as far as like that's her new boyfriend. I think the family was so hurt because they was getting those vibes that they got from Jason when he left the family. And they went hard on Emily, you know, because they always blame Sonny for like what they did with Jason, bro. And so I felt it at that point, you know, when they did that to Emily. So it was crazy. It was crazy, man. But it was sad that Emily left here, and I hate the blame on Sonny for like when people do die from his association in the mob business or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, it's not like Emily would have never blamed Sonny for her death. Never. And Jason wouldn't have either. Jason wouldn't have had either. You know, they wouldn't have had it any other way. They had true love for Sonny, man. They had true love for Sonny. You know what I'm saying? So, crazy stuff, y'all. But it was a beautiful memorial service, though. It was very intimate. Like I said, with the smaller audience, it felt like it was more intimate. And we're going to do Lucy's speech, because Lucy had a fantastic speech. So, but let's go through Drew first, and then we'll get to Lucy, and then we'll do the Jason, Michael, and Drew again at the end. So it should be about 6 videos today, y'all. But go on ahead and give me your thoughts here. Give this video a like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. So caps, y'all.